Principal Mendoza does, don't you, sir? Jamie goes here, and we're friends. Friends with benefits, actually, so, yeah. You can guess what I was doing last night.
No accusation is being made toward you. This is simply standard procedure. We're trying to establish a timeline, and due to the nature of the emerging evidence, most of the student body has been involved now. Can you tell us how exactly you first heard about Emma?
Fine. Okay, so when I first heard, it was this morning, at Jamie's house.
End of interview.
I woke up with Jamie's nose pressed into my back. Yes, his nose, you perverts. He burrows down in the night when he's cold, and it's the closest we get to cuddling. For a moment, I thought I'd beat the alarm, and I had a few glorious, warm moments to myself. Then Jamie's mom knocked, and he woke with a twitch and a snort. It was 6:45. The alarm went off 15 minutes ago. Oops. Mrs. Schill didn't know I was over. She's one of those clueless moms who think their son is going to stay a virgin until he's married. Nothing inspires terror in a boy like trying to keep his friend with benefits a secret from the woman who pushed him out of her vagina. And Jamie went from comatose to panicked and kicking in about 1/10 of a second. I thumped onto the floor in a tangle of limbs and comforter. "Hide," he hissed. "Good morning to you, too," I grumbled, which wasn't entirely fair. We've never done that whole boyfriend-girlfriend thing. He knows it freaks me out, which is part of why I actually spend time with him outside of parties and school. "Shut up," Jamie pleaded, half pushing, half rolling me toward his closet, while simultaneously retrieving my jeans, t-shirt, and phone. With his puppy eyes, he gave me one last imploring glance. I gotta give it to him. He has those eyes. They're brown with a ring of green in them, and wide and framed by insane lashes that I would sort of kill for. He stared back at me, obviously distracted from the task at hand. "You're beautiful," he sighed, which he always says right before he kisses me. Early morning makeouts are fine with me. I had his nightshirt in my fist and was leaning forward when the knock came again. "Bear, are you all right in there?" Jamie's mom has this cutesy voice that makes me want to vomit in my mouth. We froze. "I'm just getting dressed." Jamie uses that trick a lot when I'm around. It usually works. This morning was anything but usual. "I need to talk to you." Jamie looked like he wanted to vomit in his mouth. "Sorry," he whispered, then disentangled my hand from his shirt and slammed the closet door in my face. I was in the dark, half giddy and half asleep. My eyes felt packed with sand. I must have forgotten to take my contacts out in the night. My knees were jammed up against the door, and then I noticed the smell. Most boys' rooms smell like a cold gym. Jamie's smelled like his deodorant, clean and fresh and soft somehow. Since I couldn't get dressed without kicking open the door and saying a not-so-nice good morning to Mrs. Schill, I unlocked my phone. That was when I started to realize this was going to be a weird day. First off, I had like a gazillion messages from my mom. Mom isn't like the Mrs. Schills of the world. She doesn't give a shit if I'm sleeping over with a guy. She doesn't text me every 5 minutes if I'm nearing curfew. She doesn't even give me a curfew. But the messages were piled on top of one another, a mountain of worry. The thought of climbing it made me want to flop back onto the ground. But that would have resulted in the aforementioned door kicking and bearing my goods to Jamie's mom. So I took a deep breath, steeled myself for the worst, and clicked. "Just checking in to see if you are okay. Message back, please? XXX. Hun, I know I don't normally do this, but please text. Please call."